Hey guys, Marcus here. It's a beautiful day for music and it's a wonderful day for sound. I want you guys to come along with me on this a little bit of a journey. Here I got hired to be a sub for an orchestral gig. Basically, I have 6 or 7 pieces that I have to play. I just want to give you a few tips along the way to show you how I will go about learning music in a fairly short amount of time. Speaking of that, it's Thursday. The concert is tomorrow on Friday. So I just got my part assignments. It's a little bit late at night. I think it's around 9 o'clock or so here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just start listening to the pieces. Listen. The next thing I'm gonna do is go through and start to highlight my parts, because as you know, with a lot of orchestral wind ensemble literature, there's multiple parts per sheet. So I wanna really make sure that I know exactly which ones that I'm playing. Thing number 3 is I'm gonna go through and try to find the more intricate or the more difficult parts. It doesn't really look like anything is going to be choppy per se, but in case it is, I really wanna make sure that I jump on some of that stuff as soon as possible. So by the time the concert actually comes tomorrow, if there's anything that needs to be off the page, which means that I have it absolutely memorized and I don't need to be sight reading it, I really want to make sure that I have that stuff just on lock and it's popping and things. So hopefully you'll come along with me on this journey and maybe you'll learn a few things. I'm about to go to bed. I have a hit list here on my phone of the things I'm going to be doing tomorrow morning. Some things right when I get up. Thing number 1 is checking out that bell part that I have that's gonna pretty much need to be played off the page, which means I'm not gonna be reading it during the concert because I'm not really sure as far as different tempo changes and how the hands are gonna be looking. Thing number 2 is of course checking out my suit that I'm gonna be wearing, making sure that it's in nice condition, that it's pressed and ironed and all of that kind of stuff, making sure my socks and my shoes are ready to go. The worst thing to happen is if you think all of that stuff is ready and then it comes to the last moment and then you're rushing to get to the place. Thing number 3 that I'm gonna be really checking out is the traffic situation, exactly how long it takes to get to the place. I kind of have an estimate of how long it's gonna take, but I just really wanna make sure that because of certain weather changes, which we're actually having tonight, it's gonna be freezing in some places. So there's gonna be ice on the roads here in the south of the United States and things. I live in Georgia. So making sure that some of that stuff is already kind of taken care of, doing a final inventory of some of the specific mallets that I'm going to be bringing and some of the specific, little like paper clips and stuff like that. Sometimes in certain venues, the air is on and your paper starts to kind of blow away. So I really want to make sure that that kind of stuff is already taken care of and I kind of account for every possible situation. All right, guys, just so you can see what's happening, I have a few different parts that I've sort of pinpointed out. I have this one bell lick here, to this other sort of bell lick here, and I have this other thing here. Hopefully what I can do is get some of this done, get it solidified. I've been playing with the actual recording a whole lot, and as you notice, I'm in the bathroom. It's just a good place for me to put my bells up here, my little middle school bells. Breaking around 4 because I need to leave at 5. So I do have a few more hours just to make sure I go through all of the music. I don't have any questions, and I can kind of sing some of the melodies in my head just so I can have absolutely zero possibility of getting lost or messing up or whatever. So I am in the bed. I'm about to take a nap. It'll be the last time I get a little bit of rest before the actual concert tonight. So mental health is important. Sure, you want to get those parts together. Plan on going to sleep for about 45 minutes to an hour, getting up, going over the parts again for all the songs, hitting up just some of those few little sections that I really needed to kind of get off the page. Then I'll be ready to get my stuff ready and roll out. And I'm up. Back to work. I just pulled into the parking lot here. I'm about 15 minutes earlier than call time, or at least what the suggested call time was. Putting my music just in a folder so it won't get mixed up when I'm walking in and sort of getting the lay of the land and stuff. My main goal when I walk in
is to try to get a little bit of some time on the bell set. I'm still a little bit iffy about the sticking that I'm going to be taking for like 2 of the measures. I have the rest of them kind of worked out, but I don't know. It's making me a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but I think everything else is going to be totally fine. See you on the other side. All right, heading back to the car. It was a fun concert. Everybody had fun. Played some really cool literature. Got a chance to meet a lot of really cool percussionists. Thank you, Emory University. See you guys.